There are 3 shocking things you can do in a dating app that will absolutely get somebody to be more interested in meeting with you. And yet the reality is most people are going to be too nervous or scared to even put themselves out there and try this. I had a friend of mine and he was so interested in learning dating from me that he became obsessed with data collection. What that means is he always wanted to try different things to see which one worked best. What he did that I absolutely loved was he insisted on taking 3 completely different profiles, creating them on 3 different dating apps to see which one did best. One of them was wild and crazy and literally broke down all of his craziest sexual fantasies. The other one was what he called his middle of the road one. It was healthily balanced and it had a mixture of the wild and crazy, but also the more mundane and boring. And then the other one was purely romantic and very needy and just trying to be his weakest version of himself that was completely non-threatening. And he would test all 3 profiles and see which one got him the best results. The best thing about it is because I was coaching him, I got to see the results of these tests and help him come up with the next ones. Now, this guy had an incredible dating life. Within just a few weeks, he managed to end up dating a whole bunch of people and now he's gone on and he's having a wonderful life. But I never forgot the power of doing that test. And actually now when I work with students, I get a lot of them to do the same thing. I'm going to challenge you to try these shocking things that we found when helping him do his tests and dating apps that made a massive difference. The first one is using something called abundance. Now, a lot of people get abundance wrong. They think of it as pre-selection, i.e., if I put pictures of myself with other women in my pictures on my dating app, I'm more likely to get results. But actually, it just makes you look a little bit too try-hard. The best form of abundance is to write about the fact that you've met a whole bunch of people on the dating app and most of them ended up being weird. This is great because this is most people's experience, especially beautiful women who are used to meeting a whole bunch of weirdos and then they don't want to date them anymore. If you can write a story about somebody you've met that was weird that you met on the dating app or that you met a whole bunch of people and you're just hoping to meet somebody who isn't weird, you're going to find that the more beautiful people are going to relate to that because that's their experience as well, and you're going to find a natural connection. The next thing you can try is to be amazingly confident. Now, what I mean by this is actually state what you're looking for in somebody else on the dating app versus trying to sell yourself. A classic mistake I see people make in dating apps is they'll say, I'm this kind of person, I like going for walks, I like hanging out on the beach, I like watching football, but it's all about you and it's not the truth. It's not stating what you're actually looking for. And actually I find that when most people try and state what they look for, they get it wrong. They make it about physical features. I want somebody who's tall and she's got big breasts and she's blonde. That doesn't work either. Any of those things can be fixed for less than a couple of grand. They could absolutely change their breasts or they could change their hair color. This isn't the real person. Instead, actually be confident and ask for what you want. I'm looking for somebody who's adventurous in the bedroom. I'm looking for somebody who enjoys sitting down and watching Netflix at night and doing long binge watching sessions. Say what you actually want in a partner. You're gonna find not only that it works better because it reads as true, but actually you're gonna meet people that you have a much better connection with. And lastly, consider using something that we call escalation. Don't be afraid to make something a little bit sexual in the profile. Don't explain that you're incredibly needy and you're desperate for sex and you need fulfillment or you're looking for somebody to service you every day because that's selfish. Instead, state that you're looking for somebody who's looking to be a little bit more adventurous in the bedroom because your last relationship fell flat because your partner wasn't willing to experiment. By adding these little phrases, it lets someone know that you're a little bit risky and you're willing to do some cool, fun adventures, and you're gonna find that that attracts somebody who's a little bit more sexual, a little bit more sensual, and you'll probably find that entire interaction, especially that first date, moves a lot faster than you would have expected. Now, this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the ACE formula, ACE, abundance, confidence, and escalation. And I've actually made a guide completely for free that you can download at aceformula.com. I'll make sure I put the link in the descriptions. You can go there, download the guide, and see what the ACE formula is all about. Also, if you've got a question you'd like me to answer, then it's as simple as leaving a comment down below, and I'll have my team go through and pick one as inspiration for a future video.